Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone to bed completely exhausted, but when you reflect back on your day, you can't figure out what the heck you did that made you so tired? I didn't run a marathon. I didn't climb a mountain. And yet my mind feels like it's been spinning all day long. Today I want to share 3 invisible habits that I see over and over again with women that I work with. And the tricky thing about these habits is most of us don't even realize that we're doing them. So if you're here live, say hello in the comments so I know you're with me. And if any of these habits sound familiar to you, just drop a little heart. No judgment here, just recognition and awareness, okay? My name is Sam Beener, and I am the founder and creator of a beautiful community here on Facebook called Artful Healing. And so today, the first one that I want to share with you. So the first invisible habit that we do that is there for us is carrying everything alone. Many women in our age bracket have spent decades being the strong one. Would you agree with that? Yeah. You're the one who holds the family together, the one who solves all the problems, the one who doesn't complain. And here's what I think happens, and that is that we become the emotional container for everyone else, and there's no place for our own emotions to go. So what happens is we keep holding it in, right? We're holding the worry, the responsibility, the tension in our body. And eventually that shows up, and it often looks like overwhelm. And the second habit is a little more obvious, but it's still invisible. And that one is the voice that speaks so loudly in our heads. It's that constant chit chat running in the brain, right? I call mine Lila, and I would suggest naming yours as well. Anyway, she says things to me all the time like, you should be doing more. Why did you say that? You should have handled that better. Other people seem to manage just fine. Oh, and that voice is incredibly draining. And I don't know if you knew this, but the brain doesn't know the difference between an external threat and the stress that we create with our own thoughts. And if you knew that already, good on you, because it was news to me back when. And when that inner critic is loud a lot of the time, our nervous system stays in constant activation mode. It's always on alert. And that means that our body never really gets to relax. And the third invisible habit is something that I call reaction mode. Instead of living intentionally, we spend our days responding to everything around us. The phone notifications, the news headlines, the family needs, the groceries, the cooking, the laundry, the plumbing, whatever, right? Any other unexpected problem. And our nervous system becomes like a smoke alarm that goes off at the slightest spark. And when we live in reaction mode for too long, we start to feel like life is happening to us instead of through us. And that can be really exhausting. So now here's what I want you to hear. So come closer. None of this means that you're doing it wrong. And there's nothing wrong with you. It is all in how we respond and cope. And they are all learned behaviors, and they become patterns in our brain. And the patterns, for many of us, we learn them very early in life, right? And yeah, they helped us survive. They helped us cope. And the thing is, the human brain and nervous system is, the thing is about that is that we can learn new patterns. And sometimes the first step isn't more thinking. Sometimes the first step is simply just slowing the nervous system down. And so this is one of the reasons that I love using watercolor as part of my my process. And when water touches the paper, the paint touches the paper, it flows, and something very interesting starts to happen in the brain. And our nervous system begins to soften, and the mind gets quieter, and the body starts to settle. And yeah, from that place of calm, new choices become possible. So I'm curious, which of these 3 habits do you recognize most in yourself? Carrying everything alone, number 2, the inner critic, or number 3, living in reaction mode? And maybe it's all 3, but type your number in the comments. And if you want more information on how watercolor can help, I have a free meditation, a watercolor meditation to help with settling the nervous system. Just type an M and I'll get it off to you ASAP. And yeah, you're also welcome to join us inside the group Artful Healing. So I wish you a beautiful day. It's sunny here in Brentwood Bay, and yeah, it's a really glorious day. So I wish the same for you. And until next time.